Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
An investigation underway at this hour in Detroit after a triple shooting on the city's east side. Detroit police tonight have identified a person of interest in that shooting that sent 3 people to the hospital. The shooting happened at Warren and Woodhall outside the Black Door Event Hall. Jacqueline Francis live outside of police headquarters tonight with more on what we need to know. Jacqueline?
Sandra, 3 people were shot outside of that event hall as we're learning it was the second shooting in just 24 hours. Flashing lights and crime scene tape surrounded the Black Door Event Hall as police investigate another shooting. Detroit police blocked off Warren Avenue near Woodhall for several hours Saturday evening. Captain Jordan Hall taking our questions after reporting 3 adults were hit around 4:30 in the afternoon.
Opened fire on them, which the victims are right now in stable condition.
Taken to the hospital?
Yes, they're taken to the hospital.
Did the victims know the suspect?
It's possible, but right now it's preliminary information. But all I know right now is that the victims were at this establishment in the back, a rental hall. It was a get-together, at which time the victims were outside, and the suspect did open fire.
The suspect remains at large, but a person of interest has been identified. Investigators are also looking for possible connections between this shooting and another that happened Friday at the event hall. No injuries were reported.
There was a shooting at this location, so we are going to look further into that, but we don't know if that's tied in. It's a shooting that happened yesterday.
Anyone with information about either shooting is asked to call police right away. Reporting live from DPD headquarters, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you. New at 11, a Detroit police officer is heard after a traffic stop with a person who was riding an ATV. Police tell us this happened in the area of Grand River and Rutherford on the city's west side. Police say officers made the stop because the driver actually had something in the car that they wanted to look into, and also child endangerment as well. They say while they were in the process of arresting one person, other people on ATVs pulled up. One person punched the officer in the head. The officer wasn't seriously hurt. All right, time now for a check of the weather on this Saturday night, and fog could be making its way back into Metro Detroit. Forewarned weather meteorologist Brian Sherman joins us now with a look at the forecast. Brian?
Sandra, I do think we're going to rinse and repeat what we saw earlier this morning, to where most everybody had dense fog heading out the door this morning. Already looking at some of that developing heading into the 11 o'clock hour tonight. Tower cam from Windsor looking across the river into downtown Detroit. Mainly clear skies for the minute, but that visibility is already quickly dropping south of the metro. Visibility down to 0 already over in Monroe, down to 8 miles in Pontiac, 7 miles at City Airport, and also right across the river to the north of Harrow in Canada, seeing some of that reduced visibility as well. I am looking for widespread dense fog overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. Temperatures at 11 o'clock. One of our colder spots, 35 over at the Big House in Ann Arbor, 45 at City Airport, 44 Grosse Ile as well as at Metro Airport, and 39 right now checking in with us in Flint. Fog through about mid to late morning tomorrow morning. We'll start off into the 40s by 8 o'clock, warming into the 50s by noon, low 60s tomorrow afternoon. Rain showers move in tomorrow as well, and then we have some drier weather moving in, but it's not going to get here until mid next week. We'll talk more about that and a soggy Halloween forecast. Your full forewarned forecast is coming up in just a few minutes. Sandra?
To Decision 2022, now former President Barack Obama made a visit to Detroit today to rally for Democratic candidates. The rally happened this afternoon at Renaissance High School. Mr. Obama made the trip ahead of the midterm elections, trying to gather support for Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, and other Democratic candidates as well. It's all part of Mr. Obama's first pre-election tour around the country, campaigning for prominent Democrats. While speaking, Mr. Obama noted the importance of upholding democracy.
If you're anxious, if you're frustrated, don't complain, don't boo, don't tune out, don't get distracted, don't get bamboozled, don't fall for the okey-doke that says nothing you say or do matters. You go out and what? Get off your couch and what? Put down your phone and what? Vote for this incredible Michigan Democratic ticket.
Mr. Obama also visited some key battleground states as well, including Wisconsin and Georgia. In response to the former president's visit, the Michigan Republican Party saying in a statement, Gretchen Whitmer's desperation is showing as she brings in establishment reinforcements to campaign with her ahead of Election Day. Barack Obama's presence in Michigan does not signal what she thinks it does. Meanwhile, Republican challenger for governor Tudor Dixon took her campaign to the city of Detroit. Dixon was joined by Tulsi Gabbard for this weekend's events across the Metro Detroit area. Today's meet and greet took place this afternoon. This was at Armando's in Southwest Detroit. Today is a kickoff of a 10-day-long bus tour. In other news tonight, tragedy during a Halloween-related gathering in South Korea has claimed at least 151 lives. Fire officials report dozens more have been hurt in the incident. These videos that were posted on social media show the streets very, very crowded. This is just before the incident. It's not yet known exactly what caused it, which resulted in so many people being crushed in the crowd. We're being told it was some sort of stampede. South Korean media reporting many of the victims were in their 20s and in their 30s. So much more to come right here on Local 4 News at 11. Here's Megan Woods.
It's National Prescription Drug Take Back Day, and we show you how significant this program really is.
All right, Megan, and Saturday Night Live is indeed live again this week. Rapper Jack Harlow is the man in the spotlight, pulling double duty tonight. He is host and musical guest. As always, Saturday Night Live is coming up next at 11:30.